Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday. I hope you are well. Back on Truck and Logistics, and do you know, every time I come back to this game it always feels like such a pleasure. I was looking at the outside of the vehicle, got like try to get a bit of purple in there. You can see it just glistening. Oh, sorry about that. The truck models look great. You know, for a very small company, we're heading down. Got a bit of a story today. We're helping the Quarry out today, but the truck, like I said, normally I would drive first person, and we're going to do all of the video in first person. But just before we pull into the yard, let's just, there's the yard up ahead. So we're going to indicate right, just move over to the right slightly. But the truck models, the way they move, I know they did the update on the brakes, and it was sort of like, well, you know, you could have put your time and love into other areas of the game, but the way the trucks do move, and it does kick up dust as we come over that dust, you know, the animation of the driver in there is very good. Reflections there in the windscreen. We'll put some hazards on as well as we come into the yard. It's a very good looking game and always has been, to be fair. So we are helping out the Quarry today. Now we should be, let's just pull over here a second and knock the engine off. And we'll give them a quick toot to let them know we're here. So as you know, with the Slow and Steady channel, we do a little bit of role play as well. We look at the models and just a deep dive into the world itself, and just take a nice slow and steady trip through these games that we enjoy, you know, and you know, trucking being one of those genres that I really do love. Now, but yeah, trucking models, of course, the trucks that we have here, I think, are the MAN and the Scanias. I'm just rocking the Scania today. You can sort of change the colour of the truck. You can also change the dashboard inside, so I've got like a slight purple going on, but you can change that to your you know, your fit really. Even there, look, the Scania logo, I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the passenger door. It's sort of embossed into that doorway. The attention to detail on this game, it really is terrific. So yes, we're helping at the Quarry today. I believe we've got to pick up some sort of you call them, not a dump truck, is it? It's like earth mover type thing, you know. I can't think what they're called. We're picking up one of those today. We're taking it over to the Quarry, and they need it to then load up a trailer. So they haven't got one, so we're going to pick it up, and yeah, let's crack on. But I hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by as always. So like I said, you know, we want to try and do this all in first person and make it as immersive as possible. Now, some of the drop-off points on here are quite challenging, actually. It's like I said, we come back to this game every 4 weeks or so, and it always surprises me, to be fair, just how good it is. So let's get this started up, and we'll just put working gauges, look, down there. Of course, we've also got fuel. We've got a wonderful, I don't know if you can see the satnav down there on the dashboard, working dash. But we can just check the mirrors a second. We can back up, and we've got a reversing cam there on that camera. It's just, that's incredible. That really is a fantastic game there. So back up into first gear, and I think we will throw some hazards on, again reflected there in the dashboard. And let's go and pick up this earth mover, so we can get it over to the destination, and then they are then able to have that machinery to load up one of the trucks they got there. So the one we're looking for is which one is it? I think it could be that one. It's the one to the Quarry. Yeah, that'll be the one. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick this one up. Now, of course, the interesting thing with this game is you do actually get to load the vehicle up onto the trailer, and what I wish it was a bit further away from the trailer because it's literally in front of us. But we're first person. Let's see if we can bugger this up, and let's get this started. Fantastic. And we can look over our shoulder and back this one up. So let's just back this up and get it a bit straight. I reckon that might do. And oh, now how do you lift the access? It's been a while. We'll get that lifted up a second just so I can see. Nice and high. There we go. And we'll pop this on the trailer. Like I said, the company we're delivering it to needs it to then load another trailer, which I think we'll then be taking to, I'm not too sure what site that will be, but that's our job today. So of course you can see an arrow there on the trailer, that's the which way it must go onto the trailer, but hopefully this will lock in soon. There we go. Now I would love the fact that you could jump off and kind of walk across and get our truck, but it does flip you straight back to the truck, which is completely fine. It does what it, you know, it does what it does, but what it does well, you know, if that makes any sense. So again, we want to begin in the truck, get started up. We'll have these hazards on. We'll put some lights on as well. Just the one setting for lights, I think. We'll check some mirrors. And we're good to go. Right, let's have a look at the front of this trailer and then see if we can back this up. Little truck moving over the rough terrain here. There it is in the right mirror there. And it's just coming in on the left. So see if we can back this up. Now I can't remember how it is. Of course we have got the reversing cam down there as well. So we've got 3 cameras just to back this up. Does it stay engaged? That's a shame. If it was in reverse gear, that warning signal you should be engaged, but it's when I push L2 to reverse, it then engages that warning audible tone. So here we go, attached trailer, circle. So that's now attached. Let's have a look at our load just while we're here. Hazards back on, and yep, fantastic. Those indicators even down there on the side skirt of the truck. The dust there kicking up, not just off the tractor unit, but off the trailer as well. Chains holding down the bulldozer. Bulldozer, that was the word I was looking for. We will get into first person in a bit, but yeah, just a great little game. It's only ever really let down by the map. It does have multiplayer, which is a terrific addition, really. Right, that's okay. Okay, let's that's enough for third person. So let's get hauling. We'll knock off those hazards. I think because that's a set of lights, I think we'll turn left. And we'll just get out onto the road. L1 to engage. We're in no rush, by the way. Okay, it does want us to go left, so we'll just pull up on this left side here. Watch that red car. Yeah, left turning. To see a fuel station, I might pop in actually. I would love to see those gauges working up on the dashboard. A bit of a wide trailer, so I'm going to give it a bit of a wide berth as we come round. Watching that transit, of course. Oh, thanks, fella. Yeah, it's a bit long. Mirrors are quite clear. This is a red light. And we're turning left here. And we'll see how we go. Lights are changing. Is blue got right away, or is he going to stop for us? He's going to stop. Oh, they do like their red lights here, don't they? Oh, another left-hander as well. That is a fuel station, but I might get one on the old highway rather than pull up already. Green light. I said, just nice, slow and steady. A right-hander next. I guess that's up onto the freeway. Burgundy car. Quite tight round here, so we'll pull up, watch that right mirror. Just watch up front. Lovely, look at that. Wow. Engine sounding good. Just going to check that left mirror. As we head up over the suspension bridge. Now it's L1 to engage the cruise control. And yeah, 50 miles an hour is a good speed, I think. We're fairly centre on the road, I think. It's a good game to come back to. I've got to say, you know, it's a genre that I really do enjoy. And of course, big news dropped yesterday with ETS and ATS. That's going to be insane. I wonder how they will optimize that. I wonder how it will look on the consoles. And to convoy with other people and to be having those life brands. But you know, in my humble opinion, you know, I don't think it will have an impact on these smaller indie companies making truck games. But I don't want them to stop by any means, you know. I think they all push the envelope in their own way. Just gonna roll down this hill, watch that mirror. You watch me crop that now. This should be alright. I know you might say that I'm driving a bit slow, but the channel is called Slow and Steady. Again, 50 miles an hour. I think it's a bit of a trip, to be fair. I think it's you know, when this game dropped, I've got to say I put quite a few hours into it, and I'd come home from work. You know, sometimes work is just like, ugh, you know. And I'd come home and I'd literally just do a couple of trips. I think you can even have real time on this as well, so I might need to check that. I think I might have it set, so it's currently about 1:30 in the afternoon. So there's a day and night cycle here as well, and the lights look good. Sadly, there's no beacons that really go on top of the truck, and there's not a lot of customization either. But you know, what they do here, they do well, you know. Of course, the multiplayer is a huge thing. I think it's straight over here. We'll just continue straight. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Taking this bulldozer. They haven't got a bulldozer, so they need one to load up this trailer. And that should be our return trip. So that's the idea. I was just looking, actually, it says down on the satnav on the dash, it's got the time 11:41. I wonder if that's instrumental to the actual time. So we'll just see if that sort of ticks up. It's saying it's 20 degrees, which is not dissimilar to what it is in the UK right now. I think continue straight over here. I think this drop off is sort of, you know, out in the sticks a little bit. Okay, straight over here. But yeah, my mind still is blown about ETS and ATS. It really is. I can't imagine it would drop before Christmas. I wouldn't imagine. Okay, right, slow up. I need to hang over left here. Yeah, go straight over. Right, is that a cross section? Do we need to be on the brakes for it? Have we got right of way? Looks possibly like right of way. Yeah. Yeah, heading to the outskirts of the map. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see what news that these guys bring and what they intend for their next sort of iteration of this game or update for this game. But it's a game that I really enjoy, and it's here on rotation, and you know, as I said at the beginning of the video, it's always a pleasure to come back and play for, you know, pick up and play for 20 minutes. Look at that already. So we're on cruise. The cruise is set at 51 miles an hour, and that weight has made the cruise literally dip down to about 35 miles an hour. So it was proper. Now these roundabouts need some attention, to be honest. We're gonna absolutely, let's just check that left mirror. Oh, we might not. Look at it. We copped a bit of grass, but yeah, going back to the, oh, hold on a second, bloody hell, it's lucky. Let's leave it in. Orange car behind. A little bit oversteer there. I was talking about the way we're going uphill. I mean, that cruise control was set to about 50, and the weight of the beg your pardon, the weight of the trailer. I'm not editing this video because last time Dave said, KT, you edit those videos a lot. It's often because I'm falling over my words, and that's the only reason. It would really, I'd make it a bit, you know, a bit more easier to listen to, you know. Let's just check that satnav right here. But yeah, there's a good feel of weight on this trailer. And there's also quite a diversity in the world, you know, some sun panels there, solar panels there. Let's just keep this as 30 until I just see what the road's up to a second. It's getting a little bit tight, so we'll just trundle along. We've got a sodding great bulldozer on the back, so I'm in no particular rush. Now there is even a auto center of the camera as well. So once I get on the straight road, I'll show you. So if we just look left a second, that will auto up, or it should do. It should do. Perhaps it doesn't. I could have sworn I've seen something. Carry on round to the right. Maybe it's just if you're slightly off camera. Let's see if it's straightened. Okay, I'll take that back. It doesn't straighten up. I'm sure it did though. Let's just move it slightly. There you go. Yeah, it does look. I think if you move, I think the camera. So if you're reversing, and this is really good actually, because I had a problem with what was I reversing the other day, and I had a problem with it. I think it was on the road. I was reversing and I needed to have the camera looking at the mirror, and I was reversing up and it was forever centering. Now I think this game might actually do something really clever. If you're looking at that left mirror, it won't center the camera. However, if you move the camera back somewhere to the middle, it will center the camera up for you. Look at that, see? A slight... Will it sort that one out? Because I'm quite far over. That's interesting. Anyway, waffling as normal. But yeah, I do think if you're in a small increment, let me just check this a second. If you're in a small increment from being on center with the camera, it will straighten it for you. However, if you're looking at the mirrors, then it won't center the camera, so you can just concentrate on the mirror. And like I said, if you watch my on the road video, I was backing that up and I was forever fighting that center camera. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Like I said, this game does a lot of things really well. I did say that this drop-off was right out in the sticks, didn't I? I'm hoping it's some sort of quarry. Now don't forget, we've got to back this up all in first person. So it looks like we've got maybe a leisure site coming up here with some campers, some tents. Sadly, you know, this is not a game where you would think, you know, you plumb loads of hours into, because you'd go across the map in about 15 minutes. So, you know, sadly that is its downfall, is the map size. But you know, for a game to leave on your system and just sort of pick it up every now and again and maybe do like a little bit of role play, it's terrific, you know. So we'll see what this drop off's going to give us. I think it wants us to turn left here. Is there some sort of farm? Okay. We'll just watch that left mirror to get nice and wide. Beautiful, that was absolutely beautiful. So I've just noticed you cannot engage cruise control for anything less than 30 miles an hour. And that's completely acceptable, I think. So, oh, 34. That's someone at my front door. Hold on. Okay, that's the front door answered. Okay. So coming in, not quite the quarry that I thought, but you can see all the gear here. They've got the, you know, the rigid sort of dump trucks there. And yes, I wonder where they want. Oh, I see it. Right, I almost see the. Right, we're going to stay in first person because it's important. I'm just wondering, so I can see the drop-off point there, and I'm wondering whether we can ride round this way. You want to jump out the cab, innit, and have a walk round. Can we drive it round over there and just drive in? That would be super easy. Or we could reverse it in, which would be super tough. Or is that a dead end? I think that's a dead end. I don't think you can. I'm dying to jump out the. You can detach a trailer. Ooh, that might be worth a look. Let's detach trailer. Okay, I've seen that detach. Oh, that's handy, isn't it? So, so yeah. So as I suspected, we can't just drive in here. It's quite an incline, a decline as well. Oh, what's handbrake? So there's no real way up into that reversing spot. So we're going to have to reverse it up there, which is going to be fun, right? Okay, let's just go and pick up our trailer. Like I said, I did say, you know, some of these locations are quite challenging. And in third person, they're challenging enough, but to do it in first person, you know, does make me feel good, you know, when you get it. But we'll probably bugger it up, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, something like that. Just watching that bottom left hand corner. There we go. Attach trailer. So let's swing this round. Actually, we'll put some hazards on. That's what we'll do. We'll let them know we're here. Now, got white transit, black transit van. What else we got there? That's quite tight, isn't it? That is quite tight, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's have a think about this. I don't even know if I can do this. So you can see the white transit and the black transit in our right mirror, and we can see that left mirror. It's not particularly a great resolution for all this, really, but we'll back it up nice and slow. But like I said, you know, in previous videos when we've done this, the advantage of jumping out the cab, hold on a second, we'll straighten this up a bit, is you can jump out and have a look. You know, my dad used to say to me, jump out, young, and go and have a look. You know, how's it looking? He'd get out with me as well and have a good look, obviously, but it just sort of making me feel, you know, part of that. Now I've got that fence there as well on the left, but we are clear. I think I'll start bringing it round. Now I've lost the right mirror completely now, so we're just on the left. Of course, I don't know how long that trailer is. I kind of do, but you can see it there, look. All we've got is our left mirror now. Oh, hold on a second, I'm just coming in. Got a bit too much turn on that a sec, hold on. Think about this, Katie, think about it. Yeah, there we go, that's it. Other way? Nope, that way, that way, that way. That's coming back in on the left now, because... left mirror's... sorry, I'm coming in on the right mirror. My apologies. I do watch my videos back and I get my left and right mixed up sometimes. Okay, so far so good. Looking good, looking good. Okay, get that. Got a bit of a hack down now. I know I took some bloody rubbish, I tell you. Think KT, think KT. Oh, okay, that's fine. Literally, I don't think we were really square, but it's just killed the mission. So it's given me a transport complete with 3 stars. I'll take it. No damage, of course, and everything's tickety-boo. We've got a total of 8,779 credits there. So we'll continue. Trailer stays there, I guess. Let's just jump third person now. We've done it. It wasn't bad. I mean, didn't hit nothing. But it's where they wanted it, though, which is perfect, right? Now, next up is our... Just looking for the icon. Ah, there it is, right in front of me. So now there should be a... Now they've got the bulldozer. There should be a pickup to which we have to load a trailer. Oh, can I get in there? Is it gonna... There we go. Right, so, yeah. So they've got the bulldozer now. And I think, should we take a short trailer or should we take a... It's pretty much back to where we come from, actually. Or should we take a long one, because that will make it even more exciting to reverse, won't it? Let's take that one. Does it go past the fuel station? Because we might have to get one. Right, so here we are. So this is the... I'm only role-playing, by the way. But I'm having fun. So this is the bulldozer that we dropped off on site. We're actually in that, you know, that decline? You know, the bank that I was going to come into with the truck. And then, of course, we dropped it off over there, didn't we? So let's get this thing started. And... I'm just trying to think a second. Hold on. So if that's never our trailer we've got to load, is it? Because the load looks really difficult to do. I was going to do this third person, and please forgive me. So I'm just going to grab a couple of stones. How do we do this now? Forgotten. There we go. That's right. Is it L1? Oh, that's up. Are you sure you can tilt the... Nope, that's it. Up. Oh, we got... How many we got? 3. Never goes in there, does it? This is the reason I'm doing it in third person. It never goes in that trailer there. Because that's really poor placement of that trailer. So you've got like a light generator on the far side. It never goes in there. I can't see any other trailer around. Well, I was praising your game, guys, but that's really tight. That needs to be pulled out a bit more. If that's where those stones are going. Right. Oh, I see. Yeah, it says 1 in there. That's 3. That's where it's got to go. Oh, well, we picked up 3. That'll be fine. But yeah, that trailer's very tight there, isn't it, to be fair? Right, let's try third person now. I'm a sucker for realism. Okay, sort of there now. Right, let's... There we go. I've seen 2 definitely go in, so that's fine. We'll back this up. And it whips straight to our truck, and we can see the bulldozer there. Okay, so let's get our truck started. And we'll have lights, and we'll have... Their lights are very kind of... very bright, aren't they? But let's take the truck down in first person, I think. First person again. Guess we could drive down that bank and then spin it around. Pick it up. Watching that lamppost. Swing around that lamppost actually. But yeah, that trailer was very difficult to get those rocks in, I've got to say. Trailer in the left mirror, there it is in the right mirror, so I'll back it up. Of course we've got that reversing cam there. Looks pretty good actually, I've got to say. There we go, attached trailer. Okay. Follow navigation to the transport the cargo. So now we have our rocks. They were able to load the rocks because we took them a bulldozer. Good to watch that lamppost as we came around, because it was definitely there, wasn't it? In the mirror. Where is that bank? I've lost it now. Oh, it's there. There's a lamppost. We're turning left. Cool, that's a bit off camber, isn't it? I've got to kind of have a look at that. Yeah, that's quite off camber, isn't it? But no, they've done a good job, I think, on this game. It does look very, very, very good. Okay, so we'll give them a 2. First person. Knock off the hazards and get on the road. Now I can really do, actually before we do that we should look at the map a second. So we have got a fuel station that we can go past here. It's not too far away to be fair. We'll pop in and get some fuel, and I can see that time of day. I'm just going to see if I can get over there a second. How do you get to the time of day? Left and right? Here we go. So we can change the time of day. I thought I had that set to dynamic system time. There we go. 13:58. That's the real time. That's what we want. Okay, let's get on the road. We're recording. Get up to 30 miles an hour and we'll engage that. Oh, done that. That's the wrong one. It's L1, which is a bit strange really. Just take this corner a second. So it's L1, 30, there we go. So you sort of push L1 and then you push the throttle as well. Although we've got a T-junction here, so nothing left. Let's just watch that mirror for the right-hander. Again, some of these roads are quite tight, to be honest with you. Up to 30. 32, there we go. And we'll have a nice easy drive to drop off these stones. But it's a great game. I do wish, is it similar games? I do wish them well with this game. I think it's also on Switch as well. I think I might have had a previous version to this on Switch. There's the campsite we came past. Oh, look at that cute sign there. Look, welcome. See that? That's kind of cool. Okay, L1 and throttle. 34. watch that incline now. So it's set at 34 miles an hour. We're running at 33. Actually, that's not too bad. Maybe the bulldozer was heavier, because we haven't lost a great deal of speed up that hill. That's quite good. But even the truck sounds, you know, the truck sounds are really good. The way the tyres move over the gravel is really good, you know. And of course, the you know, I just seen a pickup there. The amount of vehicles you can have, it's not just trucks here. We've got pickup trucks and we've got all kinds of things. So it's a right-hander here. Quite a bit of traffic coming up. Even hear those air brakes, or sort of on the brake there. Maybe after that sort of Transit Connect van, Orange is going to wait for us, so I'm going to have it. Let's go right. I'll sit there all day, otherwise underneath the tunnel. That's cool. I think we can maybe bring up the speed slightly. 50. Set at 52. Cruise control on trucking games should always be there. I'm talking to you Alaskan road truckers. You know, you don't want to be doing a 2-hour session and holding that R2 right trigger down. Can I carry this speed? Am I carrying a bit too much speed? No, it's not too bad. Doesn't seem to be gaining speed on cruise control. It's sticking at 54, which is really nice. I think on the road does seem to gather speed even if in cruise, you know. So it's quite windy, so I might just back this down just a little bit. 38, there we go. But yeah, I love the way you can colour up the dashboard. Customization in this game is pretty good. Just watching that trailer on the right, it just bounces along this bumpy road. Right-hander cut is quite tight actually. No cars coming, so we'll take a bit of the road, I think. Not too bad. That satnav down there, never a hard right-hander, so we're at low speed, so we should be alright. Oh, might back up a bit, hold on. Oh, here's our petrol station, so we'll have this. We haven't stopped at a petrol station today. I want to check that gauge and right, where is it? Is it here? Got to watch that trailer a second as we come around. Yep, we're okay. Clip the front of his truck. And here we are. That's been 5 weeks, I can't remember this now. Stop the engine to start loading fuel. Okay. Okay, so we'll take a look at the fuel gauge. So I'm just going to start up a second. So the fuel gauge looks like it's on half. It's the bottom right-hand gauge just beneath the speedo there. And we can see the fuel is at half. So I'm just going to stop the engine. And push refuel. Look at the needle going up. Look at that needle. So it's gone all the way up to full. How cool is that? So we actually watched the needle go up as we refueled it. And I can also tell you that in real time, it's now 2:15, and then down there on the dashboard, it says 14:06. And that's the real time, 14:06. So, yeah, fantastic job inside the cab, guys. Honestly, that's truly terrific. I think we've given nothing but praise for this game, apart from that placement of that trailer. what a fantastic game this really is. So let's get it started up, and we will not touch trailer. We will pull out of the yard. Now, with most of these things, when you come up to a main road, you want to be pulling the cab on square so you can see both ways, you know? So if we just pulled up on the angle, you wouldn't have seen that left traffic. So we can see left, we can see right, so we can have this now. Cab moving as we come over that bump there. Oh, that's quite tight, so I'm just going to lay off. You can hear those air brakes. As we come around, so watch that right mirror, green van coming around. Alright, I see you, don't worry. A little bit on the grass, but that's okay. It's quite tight, to be fair. Let's have a bit more road. And now another left-hander, look. Yeah, if they can improve the map, we've already got multiplayer here, you know. It's a great game here. There really is a great little game. And I don't mean little in a demeaning way, because I think what they've done is very well, you know. I think I've only ever really given praise about this game. So the roundabouts could do with a bit of love. In fact, what they could do with really is maybe charging people for a new game is using all what they've used and learnt so far with the truck models and, you know, everything else, and just plant all that onto a brand new map. So in essence, you know, releasing a new game for say 30 or 40 quid and having a brand new map, because, you know, you don't always need to, and we shouldn't expect that you know, oh, the game will get updates left, right and centre, and I've paid my price and the rest of the updates will come free. You know, I'm very, very happy with them putting a new game out and calling it Truck and Logistics 2, you know, so they can increase their revenue and put a 40 quid ticket on it, you know, and have a brand new map with all the trucks that they've got, because the trucks look great, you know, and the world looks great. You know, we're not going to talk about vegetation loading in and stuff like that. We're not going to pull these games apart. These are small developers, and, you know, what's that green car up to? Just going to watch him a second. Oh, you're cheeky, aren't you? But yeah, what they've done here is very, very good, and I think they deserve a lot of praise. You know, and their USP being, you know, multiple vehicles. I'd like to see it just trucks, you know, I don't need to see the pickups pulling caravans and things, but that's their jam, you know, that's their USP. So I don't knock it, you know, I only ever drive the trucks, but to see the, you know, the dashboard reflect fuel like that on a needle, you know, and the time is now 2:10, the real life time, you know, we got to give them kudos, really, I think. Okay, green light, check left. Wouldn't imagine we're too far now. We picked up our fuel. But yeah, take all these trucks and plant them on a new map and bring out a new game, and I reckon you could be you're turning right. Okay. Their indicators are all working nicely, aren't they? Up we go up the hill. Like I said, we spoke about sound. I think the sound is very, very, very plausible, very good. You know, coming up hills, you can hear that engine just sort of working a bit harder. Loads of camp. Wonder if that's our drop-off point. No, it's not. Okay. Because we're carrying boulders at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see where that drop-off would be. Good road placement there as we come around. I mean, some of those trees actually look quite good, to be fair, I think. And a roundabout. I think the roundabouts are probably the weakest. We've got to go straight over, so we're gonna... Maybe they shouldn't have put grass in there. It'd be a bit easier if they just left it painted like in the UK, like a mini roundabout. So I'm just going to fire. Christ, holy cow! You see that car literally got sideways coming around that. That's the first time I've seen any AI do anything crazy. I didn't quite catch it on camera because we were sort of looking, you know, left and right. Get up to 30 just so we can engage that cruise. And of course we've still got a drop off to do, so I don't know how it's going to be. This road's quite skinny actually, so orange car there is on the brakes slightly as we trundle down this road. It's now 14:13, so 2:15. We've dropped the temperature, so it's 19 centigrade. Come on, green band, let me over slightly. Yeah. Over this skinny bridge. If you're playing multiplayer, you probably have to give way on this bridge, I would have thought. It's a shame some of the multiplayer, if you go on multiplayer, there's some people that are racing around and trying to smash into people. I think you can turn on ghost mode, which is quite good. Yeah, I'm still reeling on the news of ETS and ATS. You know, to think I might have an old V8 American truck rumbling away with a sound mod, you know, of all this beautiful sounds that is of trucks and old trucks. I don't care for the new ones so much. They're obviously more quieter. They're you know, more economical. Are you coming round? I don't know where we're going. Straight over. They're very economical. You're coming out, are you? There's a speed truck there. A speed whatever truck van. But yeah, you know, and I get some people want the electric trucks and stuff like that, but I guess I grew up in an era where the sound of the truck, so that's always going to be a truck that, you know, even I talk about Ivecos and things. I don't want the new Iveco, you know, I want the one probably from the 90s maybe. That's quite tight too. Of course, you're coming round regardless. Do we really need to go up here? Is there a handbrake button? Oh, circle? Nope, nope, that's a trailer. Right, okay, let's have it now. Green, you stay there a second. I'll pull in. That pickup truck's going to crap himself as I come round. God, this is a bit tight, isn't it? It's going to... Bloody hell's bells. We'll just trickle through. We're alright. We're not on the curb. We're on our... You know, we're on our side of the road and everything's okay. Game's running really nice, but yeah, this is probably one of the tightest roads that I've been down. Okay. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying my time with it. I'm really enjoying my time. So we'll take this right. Now we're going to have to swing out real wide for that right. So it's going to lay short of that a sec. Right, let's have it then. Just got that green car to watch. No cars coming around to the right as yet. There's one coming around now. Should have had that green. You're in my way. Now this is going to snarl up. If he's turning right, like he is, I'm going to have that green. Thank you. Yellow, I'm hoping you're just going to lay off a second. Yeah, sort of breach that curb there. See that? But that's all right. We're now off the curb. Yellow laid up. So AI was pretty good there, I gotta say. Didn't cause me too much trouble. Is that a truck parked up there? No, so it is. Thank you. Orange. Still on the right road, right? Yeah, not far from our drop now. I'll just watch this red car, because this road is quite... maybe it's not too bad now. Past that red car. Now, of course, we're dropping off stones now, so goodness knows what the drop's going to be like, but it's a closed yard. Unload cargo of the dump trailer by lifting the height. Oh, of course, yes, we need to unload the stones, and I see it there. Right, let's have these hazards on then. Hazards on? Yeah. Christ, got a job to see. Just gonna put that cab on a hard right just so I can see. So we've got a pile of dirt, a yellow thing next to that, and we've got a sign. Okay, that's not too bad. It's pretty straight actually. So oh, hold on a second. I must have been pushing up on the stick. I hope I didn't drop those bloody rocks all over the place. Okay, let's get that in the right mirror. I can see the green drop bay in the right mirror. Let me just think about this a second. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. So I think we need to pretty much come back level with this building. So I might use that right mirror. Just to back it up slightly. Yeah, it's going to go out the right slightly. That's okay, I'll bring it back. There we go. Of course, we have got that rear view mirror, but all we can see is the... Hang on, I'm losing my way now. Hold on. All we can see is the back of the trailer, because it's not on the trailer itself, you know. I'm just losing my way slightly. Hold on. Right, let me think about this. Hold on. I got so distracted that I lost my left and rights. Right, let's try this again. That's better. Use that left mirror. Lift axis is saying. Do you reckon we're there? Oh, I don't want to go that way. It's hard to tell how far back we are. I reckon that's got to be it. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Okay, got green flashing there on the old satnav, and I've got green flashing on the bottom left-hand corner. So we should be able to drop it. Let's drop them. Okay, I can see it ticking up. There we go. Perfect. So 8,492. Obviously we use some fuel, got a parking bonus, and we can continue. So I guess now I think that stays up in the air. So it's detached us already. So if I throttle out, yeah, it'll pull us away from that trailer. Look. God, you see that purple glistening? It's almost like a pearlescent paint there on my truck. I do like a black with a flash of purple through it, you know. So sadly, that's today's episode. Helping the quarry out. by taking the bulldozer over, so we could take that to site, and then they could load those rocks and then bring the rocks over here. So thank you for joining me and coming on an adventure with me. But I think you'll agree. I think it's let's just turn those off. I think it's a good looking game, isn't it? I think, let's just turn it off a second. I think they've done themselves quite proud. Can we zoom in? Hang on a second. There we go. Zoom in. There we go. Yeah. It's the glisten of the chrome wheels there. Everything just works, you know. It's a very, very enjoyable game, and I really do wish them well. Character animation, look. It's fine, it works, you know, it looks great. And licensed trucks as well. That's it from me. If you like the video, smash like on the way out. That would be super amazing. If you want to subscribe and be part of the SAS crew, then feel free to do so. And to the people that are subscribed, the OGs, the SAS crew out there, I'm so grateful to you. Continuing to build this channel into some sort of brand, and having fun doing so. And you know, and hopefully as it grows, more opportunities will come. But that's it from me. I will see you on the next one. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.